Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Hey y'all, I am about to make some rice to go along with the peas. We have some questions from people asking us what's the best way to cook rice if you don't do an instant rice or a rice cooker or whatever. If you do it just traditional on the stovetop, there's a couple ways you could do it. You could wash it before you put it in your amount of water for your amount of rice. It's typically about 2-to-1 ratio of the rice versus water. But I discovered a way to do it about 2 years ago that I have been doing it that way ever since, and I have perfectly moist, not sticky, not tacky, not dry, good cooked rice. And I take the amount of rice that I have and I put a pat of butter in the pot that I'm going to use, and I melt the butter, and then I put my rice in there. I don't wash it. I put my rice in there and I just slightly toast it. You will smell the nutty flavor of the rice, and you'll know at that point it's time to add your water. So then you add in your allocated amount of water that you need to cook the rice, and then you put in the salt that you need, which typically when I make it, it's a cup and a half of rice and 3 3/4 cups of water is the ratio, and then 2 teaspoons of salt. So then you just cover your rice up with the water, add your salt, and then bring it to a boil, and then turn it down to low and cook it on low for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, all that water is absorbed, and you have nice, flaky, just fluffy rice. Works every time. I have never had an issue with it being done. It's always turned out. It's a no-fail way to do it. So I love doing it that way. So back to today, I'm actually going to cook some rice, so follow me to the stove and I will show you everything I just told you. Alright y'all, I've got my butter melted, and I'm fixing to pour my rice in. And then I'm just going to toast it like I told you beforehand until you smell the nutty flavor of the rice kernels. I will add in my salt when I put in the liquid. You can do it now too if you want to, but I'm going to add it in. This will take about 1 to 2 minutes. As soon as you start smelling it, and it'll start to kind of like sizzle too. It'll almost like try to pop. And what it's doing is it's cooking off that starch, so that it, instead of you having to rinse it, this is getting rid of the starchy exterior of these rice kernels. And I usually try and keep stirring because I don't want it to burn. Alright y'all, I am smelling that smell now, so I'm going to add in my water. And then I'm going to add in my salt. For the amount of rice I did, I'm putting in 2 teaspoons of salt. Stir that around and make sure nothing's sticking together. And right now the burner is on high until it comes to a boil, and then I turn it to low and cook it for 30 minutes. Don't put the lid on. And do not take the lid off at any time during the cooking process, because that's keeping the heat and the moisture into the rice. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like when it's boiling. Right, y'all, we are boiling. I'm going to turn it down to low and let it cook for 30 minutes. Do not open the lid after this.
Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.